All right, so we should be starting now. So let me, if it's not okay, it's what it is. And we'll go from there. Of course, the game just started, so it is what it is. All right, away we go, you guys. Let me put the cam on. Where is it? There we go. Okay. So we're playing GM 2492. I guess I'll play a Sicilian first game. It's 10-0, of course. As always, you need to be somewhat careful when it's 10-0. Let's go knight f6. Let's play queen c7, of course. All very standard. I can play knight c6 at some point, too. Plays bishop e3. Now, this does give me bishop b4 as a move. I can also play knight c6. I'm just going to play knight c6 here, keep it pretty straightforward. Goes bishop e2. That's an interesting choice as well. Now, bishop b4 is still kind of begging to be played. I'm trying to figure out if this is actually a bad move or not, so I'm just going to go with it. I mean, I guess maybe he can castle. Maybe he goes f3. So he does play f3. So I have bishop d6. I also have d5 here. Let's think about this. I'm just going to go d5. I don't know if this is actually good or not, but it looks like a way to play it. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I can turn down the microphone, or not the microphone, but I can turn down the, I can obviously turn down the music a little bit more while we're playing, but it's what it is. We're going to have to deal with it for round one at least. Sorry, you guys. It is what it is, as the saying goes. So he castles, so I mean, I guess I just take. I'm going to castle next move. Again, pretty normal, nothing too crazy, I would say. If knight c6, I just take. Knight b5, I just take. It all looks good. So let's see what he does here. I mean, queen c6 looks fine as well. Yeah. I mean, I can try to play around with the sound settings, I guess, but it's kind of sound settings. Second, microphone. Go back. Microphone. Where's the microphone? I forget how to do it in Windows 10. Give me a second, you guys. Okay, so I'll take with the queen, attack the bishop on c4. I have bishop e6, bishop f5. Again, I don't want to waste too much time here. Queen b3 is actually, I think, a pretty good move. So I guess I'll go here, force the bishops off, play for b5. Seems completely fine. Maybe I should have taken on c3 too, but hard to judge. Only problem with this position is that it's pretty flat so far. Not a whole lot going on. Could be a slight issue down the road. He goes bishop d3, which I'm actually very happy to see, because now I think I can go bishop e6, maybe b4, maybe rook c8. I mean, I feel like I should be completely fine. Let's go here, target the queen, of course. I know in Windows 10 they changed the settings for adjusting the sound, so if I haven't done it in a while, I tend to forget, unfortunately. At any rate, the show goes on. I have queen h5 here, maybe rook fd8 as well.
No, I love your black's position. There's a b4 threat right now. The knight will be hanging, so white played rook to c1. Still, this is not safe to my eyes, and also I'm not a big fan of the moves like f3. This usually is causing some weaknesses on next squares, and also king on h1. In the end games, this king is just misplaced there. So after rook to c1, that's interesting. What is black's follow-up? I would think here to play this queen somewhere on h5 to just bring the queen there and then to threat b4. But Hikaru goes b4 right away. And do you think he's going to take a2 pawn here?
That's what I was wondering. Yeah, it looks like white actually cannot hold that pawn. So so obviously the knight needs to move somewhere. I'm not sure whether it's going to go to a4 or e4.
We shall see. Of course, it would be nice to get a quick win in this first game, because then, of course, I can adjust everything before we start round 2 and go from there. I think it looks good. Let me check OBS. Yeah, good. There we go. All good. All good. Okay, so he does play knight e4, so of course I take, and I take. And we'll see if I'm actually wrong on this, but I think I'm better here, because I have b3. I take, of course, I'm up a pawn.
You know, white is kind of groveling for a draw here, because you just have this outside pass pawn, and so if black can kind of get rolling here, it's going to be a huge problem. One interesting thing to note is that okay, I was just going to say if white could have
I wanted
to
say that too. Yes, b3 here.
If you could play 2 moves and go b3, rook a1 in one go, it would work. But here, here you're just not in time now. This rook d1 move is very cute. You're obviously rook takes c2 doesn't work because rook d8 is checkmate. But as you were just pointing out, a move like g6 is very normal. Maybe something like king f8, I don't know, to get the king out, but okay, g6 makes more sense.
Now rook d2, I go rook c3. Bishop g6, he gets ice skated, otherwise I take the pawn on b3, and this will be 1 up, 1 down. Very, very good start. Quick win, good start. We can adjust the sound in a second, and we will go from there. We got a nice quick win. Excelente. We play Nicholas Theodoru. I'm going to play e4 against him. I've actually played quite a bit of blitz. Now, he likes to play a dubious line here in this in various things. So I'm going to play e4. I'm going to ask him what he wants to do exactly. iPad chat, yeah, exactly, you guys. I only have one monitor. You also have to have 2 webcams on, so it's all kind of tricky. Okay, let's go knight f3. Let's play a Spanish here. Why not? Let's see which one he wants to play. Okay, he does this. Is he going to actually play f5? He is. Okay, so I'll play d4. Let's go here. Knight a5. I believe takes is correct with queen b3. There's also knight c3, of course, as well. Takes on b3. I believe queen b3 is correct. Plays queen e7. I think I can play knight c3 or I can castle. I'm guessing castles is fine. Queen e6. Okay, let's think about this for a second. Okay, he goes queen e6, which is kind of weird, actually. I'm just going to go here. If bishop e4, I go queen e2 or queen e3. Plays knight e7. Of course, I go a4 to open up the queen side here. Now, the thing is, he is generally a pretty fast player, as I recall. So I don't want to spend too much time in this opening if I can help it, because he is pretty fast. There's knight d5, reasonable move, makes a lot of sense. I think knight b3 is still correct. I hit a5, I have c5 as well, very important square. I also have rook e1, I also have knight g5. Okay, now I can play rook e1, pressure on the center, maybe knight g5, maybe bishop g5. A lot of good stuff should be happening here eventually. Now bishop g5 does look like a move here. Let me think for a second. So if I do that, let me think for a second. So if I go here, here, there, there, there. 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 Let me think. Interesting situation here. Trying to figure out which line I want to play. There. I think this is actually the right move. So I'm going to go here, force him to trade. Knight d4, attack the queen. I could have played bishop d2 first, I suppose. Position's fairly balanced. Okay, goes there. Of course, I should go f3 to close off diagonals. King h8. I don't really understand that move. Now, the question is, do I play for e6, c6, or something else? Very interesting position. Not actually clear-cut at all what's going on here. My instinct is that probably I want to develop. I always have e6 here as well at some point. Okay, goes bishop a6, which I don't particularly love. Trying to figure this out, which square I should go to. I guess I go to b3 to target the knight. He plays c6. Actually, going to b3 might have been a mistake. I think it was a slight mistake, maybe. Let's go here on bishop e3, maybe. Because now I can take c6. This actually looks very slightly wrong, maybe, but we'll see. He plays rook a8. Interesting choice. If I take, he has rook e3, so that can't be right. So I assume bishop f2 must be right. Takes, and knight e5. I actually feel like Nicholas has done something very slightly wrong here. I don't know how wrong, but I think very slightly. Unless I'm missing something very obvious. So if he takes and I take, let's see. I think this was correct, but let's see. Actually, let me take the mouse off the board so that way we're not going to have any mouse slips, because that would be very, very unfortunate. Let's see what he's going to play here. This looks relatively normal. Let's see. Okay, goes bishop c8, which I feel like that's not the right move somehow, but how can I take advantage of it? Queen d3 allows knight f4. That can't be right. Rook a d1 is obviously a decent move. I can also play something else. So if I go rook a d1, rook e7, still hard to take advantage. If I trade, he just takes. That doesn't look right, but that also doesn't look terrible either. So it's kind of a tricky spot here for me. But rook a d1 feels like the right move, so I might as well just play it. Plays h6, which it's a waiting move, but is it a good waiting move? A little bit skeptical, actually, quite skeptical. So I think I'm just going to go here. Idea maybe knight b3 at some point. Should be a little bit better here. I don't know if it's much better or it's only just very slightly better, but it feels like I should be better. Again, you take the mouse off the cursor when it's not removed. That way you don't have any kind of horrible mouse up. Now he goes knight f4 here, which I saw. I have e7. E7 is interesting. E7 is a move. Knight f5 maybe is... Wait, knight f5, queen f5, queen f5. Wait. Okay, wait. Knight f5, queen g6. Wait, okay. Knight f5. Let me think about this. Knight f5, queen f5, rook f5, e7. That's not... Probably not quite right. No, it's not right. G3 is obviously a move. I don't love it. Okay, let's see. Queen d2, knight e6. Knight b3, maybe. Interesting. Interesting. I think I'm going to do this. I don't know if this is the right move, but I'm going to go for something unusual. I'm going to let him take the pawn, and I'm going to go knight b3 and try to take this pawn on a5. I'm going to argue that this bishop is very, very bad. Let's go back, target the pawn. Basically, I'm trying to argue that he's got very weak pawns everywhere. And I can even go bishop g3 or something. I'm trying to go for some kind of deep finesse. Now, this might not be right. Objectively, I bet it's not. But I know how Nicholas likes to play chess. He likes to be very aggressive and active. And he's kind of in a little bit of... He's in a bit of a situation where he's very, very passive here. So I don't feel like this is his kind of game either, that he likes to play normally. So that's kind of what I'm angling for a little bit here. Again, I'm not really sure this is actually good for me, but it seems like it's worth a shot at least. It goes there. I'm just going to play h4 here. Moves the bishop, he loses the pawn. He goes king h7. That doesn't actually threaten anything. I think I'll just go here. I just know that this is not his style of game. He doesn't like these kinds of positions. He likes to have initiative, likes to be attacking, and he doesn't have any of that going on here. So he goes rook queen c7. But now they go queen d6. Trade, 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 trade. Yeah, I think I can do this. I also maybe had f4. No, f4, I knight f4, so I didn't have f4 there. The only thing I would say is in this game is I really wish there was increment, because I feel like positionally I'm doing really, really well, but it's not super easy to prove in a sense. That's the only thing that I don't like about this. So he's trying to go bishop a6, so I'm just going to stack, because bishop a6 now hangs upon an a5. Oh, he does it anyway? Wait, so if I take? So yeah, bishop c8 maybe? Okay, he goes rook f6, which hangs upon on c6. Is that actually the best way to play this? Remains to be seen. So if I trade everything down, it is an extra pawn though. So if I take queen a8, knight b4, I mean this... Unless I'm missing something very obvious, I think this should be winning for me, because takes rook e6 looks good, queen b7, knight a5 looks good, queen a8, queen d7 looks good. This should just be winning. This looks winning to me at least. And most importantly, I have 5 minutes, so I have a lot of time here to think and figure it all out. Because queen e8, knight b4, knight f4, rook e8 should be winning. Bishop b7, c6 is game over. Whoops, there goes my camp. Can't tip the cardboard, or else can't tip the cardboard box that it's standing on, or else it just falls right off. There we go. Okay, so he takes, so I take, and now I just take. I think it's good. Let me double check OBS. It looks good, right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, whatever. It'll have to... Whoops, don't fall. Oops, don't fall. Okay. So he goes queen f7. Okay, so what do I have? I've got 440. He's got 315. Now, the one good thing about all these endgames is that he's actually... maybe just rook e5. The problem for black here, I think, in these endgames is that all these endgames, I'm getting multiple passed pawns here, and there's a big problem with a wooden shield lurking. There's this big wooden shield with bishop d4 and a huge threat on the diagonal. So I think I'm winning also because if he tries some exchange like queen f6, I think I have too many I'm going to end up with wide peepos here, which should be working as well. But yeah, no, I think the cam looks good, whatever. We'll adjust it in between the games. Okay, so he takes, so I take b3, logical, but now I think I start to line up the wooden shield. Maximum pressure on the g7 point. Goes bishop c4. Now I can play h5 if I want. I actually think h5 is probably a very good move to play. Now I go a5, and I'm just going to start to run the king in eventually here. Okay, goes bishop a6. Now the question is, how do I take advantage? I can go king e3, f4 maybe. Yeah, I guess I just go king e3 because... Okay, wait. So first things first is how do I set this up? If I go king f4, that's fine. But it's not quite right. I mean, funny thing is I can almost maybe sack even on g7, but that's probably way too extravagant, so I don't need to do it. So, okay, so I guess I'll go here. Let's go here, just play a delayed waiting move. Oh, I gave him queen c4. Wait, no, that's probably actually no good, but he goes queen d7. So now the thing is, can I actually sack here and be an all-time hero is the question. Or wait, no, I have queen d. Actually, wait, no, queen d6 is just GG. Because yeah, he actually just loses. Never mind. I want to check after the game if queen takes g7 is winning. I think it is, but I'm not certain. But again, here I'm going to get two passed pawns, the wide peepos. And we're going to get a second win in the Rapid Chess Championship. Very, very good start for us today. As we're off to the races so far. Very, very good. So we're going to be on 2 out of 2. Probably he'll resign here. Queen G7, King E5, King F7. I think that was actually winning. My instinct is that if I trade on G7, it's winning. But again, there's no need to be creative. I'm up on the clock. Everything's looking very good. No time for it. Just not the right time. All right, so we're going to get a win. We're going to be on 2 out of 2. Let's see what he does. Okay, he's either going to resign or run the clock, run it down mid here. But it's a good game. It's a good second win. Okay, resigns. Okay, so let's take a look quickly. Let's see. Is this actually winning if I don't play Queen D6? Let me see. Okay, so you guys, you don't see the eval bar. Why don't you see the eval bar? That's weird. 1 second. Wait. Oh, I don't have it on. That's why I'm an idiot. Okay, there we go. Wait. There we go. All right. So that does look right. Yeah, the board looks decent. Yeah, you can see the names. Looks correct. Okay. So the question is, is this actually winning? Takes, King E5. It is. So this is actually winning. It's +5 anyway if I play this line with takes and King E5. I initially thought this was probably winning, but there's no need for it, so I didn't do it. Anyway, we get another win, and we're on 2 out of 2.